Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here at the Alert Center. Thank you so much for joining us here this afternoon. Wanted to chat a little bit about any of those loud booms perhaps you've heard, or this sort of grandiose voice that you're hearing that you can't really place where that is coming from. So there is a reason for all of this. And so without further ado, want to introduce you to Chris, who is going to be joining us live now from Offutt Air Force Base to chat a little bit about the largest military exercise in history that is actually happening right now. And Chris, this is a reason for these extra sights, perhaps extra sounds. What can you tell us about this?
Well, Jacqueline, what I can tell you, we are in the middle of it. I technically am at an undisclosed location, and we are in the middle of, like you said, the largest installation exercise that Offutt has ever experienced. It started, technically started today, and it's going to go through Friday. And what's really important is there's going to be a lot of changes around the base. A lot of our veterans and our retirees who are used to getting on the base, because of the magnitude of this exercise, they may not be able to get onto that base.
Okay, and that's very important to take note of. So the base is extremely limited, and those are the words that I'm quoting from your press release. So perhaps veterans have been able to get to the base, have been able to go inside the base on various clearance levels, I'm assuming, but that may not be the case today, Monday through the rest of the week, through the end of Friday, right? So this is normal in this case for this exercise, is what I'm hearing you say.
Well, usually when we have our exercises, we don't go to this extreme, but just because of what we're exercising and just everything that's involved, it's going to include some limitations to the base. Unfortunately, I can't tell you when. That would be telling too much. But our advice is I would wait until Saturday to come back on base, whether you need your pharmacy, your commissary, your BX, or just to come and use the field house. You might want to wait till Saturday because you're not going to be guaranteed that you're going to be getting on base. I want to be clear, the base is not closed 24/7, but there will be sporadic times throughout the day, possibly every day, that the base won't be accessible. And it just, unfortunately, I can't tell you when that might be.
Okay, perfect. Now, for those of us who may live nearby, right, so we can expect to hear extra noises perhaps. Can you elaborate on that at all?
And well, we call that the giant voice.
Gotcha.
The voice from the sky. Basically, what that does, it tells everyone on base certain statuses or situations or events that are happening. Those of us on base know what they mean. It may be a little strange to those outside the perimeter of the base, but I don't worry about that. Hopefully, it won't wake anybody up. But those are just things that we use to communicate on a mass scale, because in certain instances you may not be able to use a cell phone or a walkie-talkie or anything like that. So we prepare for any contingency, and the big voice is one of those tools that we use.
Okay, and you also said this exercise is to ensure, and I'm quoting here, war-fighting readiness at Offutt. Can you elaborate upon that at all, or is that pretty much where you're leaving it?
What we do is what an exercise does for us. We practice different scenarios that we may face as the 55th Wing. And there's various different scenarios that could happen. And what we do is we take advantage of these exercise times to practice those. They're not exactly the way things will go, but it at least keeps us sharp when an event around the world may happen, because as you know, the sun never sets on the fighting 55th. We could be anywhere in the world. And we practice those through our exercises so that if something were to occur, we're prepared from the jump to complete a mission.
Perfect. Okay, and Chris, is there anything else that you can tell us, or anything that people should be aware of from now until some point on Friday?
I think we've covered everything, but we by no means wanted to inconvenience our community around us, but we ask them that please bear with us, that what we're doing is necessary. We greatly appreciate the support we have from the community, and I think most people understand that when we do these things, it's for a good reason,
Right.
And they're very, very supportive of us.
Right. This is for the greater good for our local community and the nation in its entirety, it sounds like. So yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for your time, Chris. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good rest of your day.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, so if you are just joining us here at the Alert Center, just kind of want to give you a quick recap. So we were just discussing the largest military exercise in history at Offutt Air Force Base that is happening right now, and it will last until a certain time point on Friday. We were not told exactly when these exercises will close on Friday, but that is the deadline as it stands at this moment. Now I'm going to head over to Offutt's website, that's offutt.af.mil, and so they do have this notice on their website as well. You can see this large-scale exercise from Monday, March 31st to Friday, April 4th, and you can click here, and they do have this very well advertised on their website. So again, if you're a veteran who is looking to, come to the Air Force Base at some point this week, you're highly advised not to come this week. At this point, it does appear that the base will be opened up back to veterans and people who regularly come to the base some point over the weekend. So Saturday or Sunday is really what you're looking at this point. Moving ahead in our coverage today, want to just chat a little bit about the weather, give you a First Alert 6 update to what we are experiencing outside. As we know, springtime here in Omaha is crazy. So last Friday, what was it, like 85 degrees or something like that? I think we did not make that 86 degree high that we experienced in 1986, if memory serves, but it was 85 degrees. And then over the weekend, it was kind of like misty, cloudy, and kind of rainy, very bizarre. So here's what we have on tap for today, according to Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord. So he does update us every day for what the weather is going to look like. So without further ado, let's head outside. Here's a live look from our Blackstone cam. So today is going to be partly cloudy, so we do see the clouds in the sky. This live shot for you here, and then a high of 54 today, so not too bad out there. Tonight, inspect increasing cloud cover with a low of 38. Then let's head over to Nebraska First National camera for you here. Look at the Missouri River, and it looks like it's flowing pretty well. It doesn't look like anything's blocking the river. You can see it's still very cloudy out there, but some sunshine poking through in this shot. This is probably the most important point to make at this point as far as the weather's concerned. Tuesday. Rusty tells us Tuesday is going to be a First Alert 6 weather day for the threat of evening storms. Okay, so enjoy today while you've got it. Rusty anticipates hail and wind are the main threats from the strongest storms, and he says a tornado threat is likely staying to our south. But Tuesday is a First Alert 6 weather day, so something to take note of for sure. Then as we head into Wednesday, let's take a live look at 144th and Dodge for you. Again, the sun's shining, you can see the clouds in the sky there, but otherwise blue skies and traffic flowing smoothly in this shot as well. Wednesday, a 30% chance of early showers and then mostly cloudy with a high of 60. So as long as we get through Tuesday, it appears that everything will be a-okay, at least at this point. So that is the good news there. Now, back to our news. Just want to give you a quick update on what's happening news-wise. You can always head to our website for the latest. That's firstalert6.com. I'm going to refresh this grid in case anything's happened. Just update this for us while we take a look here. So we do have a breaking banner, police investigating a fatal stabbing at a Bellevue apartment complex. That's a breaking news story that we are working on right now. I will leave that as a web extra. And then this teal color here, this First Alert 6 weather day alert that we were just discussing. So we have all the top headlines for you and local news available at firstalert6.com. Now, in the meantime, just want to say thank you so much for joining us at the Alert Center. We hope you learned a lot. We hope you enjoyed today and get ready for that First Alert 6 weather day tomorrow. And in the meantime, we will have the latest stories for you, including that breaking news on our broadcast at 3 o'clock with our Dave Zavolinsky. So we hope to see you then.